Hi, I'm Drake DeMay of Life Sculpting Solutions. What we're going to be talking about today is more on communications, conversations, and not only subject matters of reading between the lines of communication. Actually, what is the message you're trying to do, and whether or not you're having the same communication. Anyway, if you give us just a minute, we'll get started. Hi, I'm Drake DeMay of Life Sculpting Solutions. Thanks for coming back from the break. Now, one of the things that I'm concerned about is every time we talk, it's more than just about communications. And not only that, there's so many different versions of communication, body language, thought, manner, voice, not, let alone subject matter of the words actually being said. But what we're talking about today is the implication. What is the meaning? Anytime that you talk, it's giving meaning to a conversation, it's giving information, but obviously, if information has come along, there's probably a motive behind it. Let's just say hypothetically you're watching TV, and this is not a form of communication, but this is an example. The information is coming to us. Now, what are we doing with that information? Let's say a TV commercial comes on. First thing they're going to say is, obviously, if it's a TV commercial, they're trying to sell their product. That's part of business. And that's good. Do your research if you're going to be buying anything. But the thing is, that the information they're giving is subjected to their interpretation based for their goal and their purpose, obviously, to sell you the car. The information that they're giving you to is subject to their interpretation, such as there's one I see all the time on the television. And what they're saying is, well, we've got these awards from this company. Often, if you research the company that owns that researches the company that's actually conducting the test, they're often owned by the same person that manufactures this product. This is the same way with fitness and bodybuilding. I remember, what was the magazine that they had? Muscle and Fitness. Everybody loved it. This is back in the 80s. Arnold Schwarzenegger was humongous. But there was a gentleman that employed Joe Weider, and he owns Muscle and Fitness magazines. He also owns the Olympian. Well, guess what? They kept Muscle and Fitness magazine had Arnold Schwarzenegger all over it. Well, basically, he was working for Joe Weider, and they was talking about the coming contest, the Mr. Universe, and how this, that, and the other. Well, it's the boss selling you his product. Again, it's all. I'm not saying it's manipulation, and I'm not saying Arnold Schwarzenegger did not earn his titles. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm just saying there is motivation, and there is a lot of things going on behind the scenes. So this is just an example of how communication be done. Same thing when we're talking. I'm trying to give to you a message of my thoughts, my interpretations, and my opinions on communication. Well, I'm trying to, it's not so much I'm trying to force my opinion, I'm just giving you my interpretation. You may have a completely different other opinion, but at the same time, but I'm giving you the information that I have. So whenever you have a communication, always check to see what are they trying to do? Are they trying to sell you? Especially if it's negative. Somebody's trying to tell you what a failure something is or how something won't work. First thing, before you consider the message, consider the messenger and the goals and the ideas on the messenger. What interpretations is he wanting to force on you? Especially like, let's say an abusive husband. If he's telling his wife, well, you're stupid, you're ugly, you're fat. I've heard of men doing that before, to abusive men doing that before to their wives, and the wives have believed it. Even at the same time, they're none of those things. And the reason that these men are probably doing such a thing is because they're intimidated. They want to keep their wife beaten down. And I know a lot of wives. I actually had a few girlfriends that I had to get rid of that would try to do the same thing. They would try to manipulate me, and they're using it for manipulation. So when you have conversations, think of the source and why it's coming and why are they trying to give you this information. Not everybody's innocent. And I'm not saying that everybody's bad, and I'm not even saying they were doing it for a bad reason, but I'm just saying they may have an ideal goal that might not be yours. Anyway, I hope this was helpful, and if anybody's speaking negative to you, reflect on this. Anyway, if anyone's speaking negative to you, whether it's a boss, a wife, a husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever the case may be, take time to reflect on what it is they're saying, especially if it's something negative that makes you feel bad. Why would somebody say that? And if they're trying to hurt you, well, you know what? If you love and you care about somebody, you don't hurt them. Anyway, I'm usually on every Saturday at 10 a.m. And I hope this message helps you. And I hope you're blessed. And if you are blessed, share your blessings with those people that do not have the blessings. God bless, and I'll see you next week.